Hello, and welcome to day 2 of our Legacy Leadership Challenge. And I want to welcome you. I'm Tash, one of the Boss Beauties. And unfortunately, Lisa Karen's not going to be joining us today because she's not feeling well. And we need to get her well, okay? Because we have a big week coming up next week. She's already out towards Toronto. She's already in, Ontario. She's already in Canada. I'm heading up there on Saturday, and we've got a week-long training program going on. So she needs to get well. So she is not joining us because she's not feeling well. And so we are going to dive into day 2 of our Legacy Leadership Challenge. And if you watched yesterday's video, and you did the challenge, you actually took the action step, I would love to hear your reaction to it. How did you love it? Was it awesome? And did it feel good? And are you going to implement that on a regular basis? That is my question for today. Is that going to be part of your DMO? Hopefully it will, because it's a great leadership tool that we shared with you yesterday. So today we're going to dive in and go even deeper, all right? And those of you hopping on again, one more time, it's just me here today. Lisa and I are the founders of Boss Beauties Academy, online business academy where we help women entrepreneurs create success from the inside out by aligning our mindsets, messaging, and marketing to attract more customers, sales, and achieve accelerated business growth. Okay, Lisa's sick today. Let's send her lots of prayers and loves and positive energy. Loves and positive energy so that she can get better, because I need her well. I need her well for next week, because we have, like I said, I'm heading up there on Saturday, week-long training, 7 full days, and then we have exams the following Saturday, a bunch of them. So she needs to get better. So, all right. So welcome, ladies, to day 2. And my question for you right now today is, do you ever feel like people don't listen to you, or maybe you can't get your team to do anything, or maybe you can't get, or maybe you have some people who are go-getters, but maybe you have the rest of them that just ghost you and don't pay attention? How many of you can relate to this? How many of you can relate to the feeling of not being heard? We're going to talk about some important skills here regarding your leadership. And then we have a challenge for you at the end, something that can really help you to grow. And hello, everybody hopping on. And I want to invite you to invite other women. You can just invite them. There's a button down below. Go ahead and get this out to them. Tag them in here. Get them here so that they can play along with us during this challenge. Be a part of this challenge. Because we got some really important stuff here, and we really want to help one another really have an amazing 2020. So we are on day 2 of our Legacy Leader Challenge. And if you missed day 1, you can find it here on our business page. All right. And also in the event itself, we are posting the replay and also the action step for the day so that you can go and interact with the action step. Okay. So today we're going to share some truths about leadership that will help you become the leader that people want to join and follow. Now, this is going to be kind of eye-opening, okay? It really is, so stick around. It is eye-opening. It was eye-opening for me when I learned this, and this is the truth that we wanted to share with y'all. So when you think of a successful, strong leader, what do you think of? What comes to mind? I want you to just for a second, I want to know what you think of when you think of a strong, successful leader. What comes to mind? What do you think of? The first thing that pops into your mind, drop it down below. Just drop it. I want to know, when you think of a strong, successful leader, what comes to mind? I want to talk about first and we're going to, whatever your answer is there, we're going to dive deeper into when we get to the action step, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Ambitious. Yes, I love it. Okay. Keep them coming. So the number one, first, focused. Yes. The foundation, knowledgeable. I love them. Okay, keep them coming, keep them coming. Elaine, you're so sweet. Knowledgeable, guiding, love it, love it. Yes, our president, that's a leader, right? A strong leader, willing to learn and take action. Yes, authenticity. These are great. All right, awesome, ladies. Mentor, yes. Okay, keep them coming. Now, I want to share first that the foundation of leadership is trust. And we talked a little bit about that in the first video. But for someone to follow you, influencer, that's a good one. Yes, caring. For someone to follow you as a leader, they must trust you. Okay, they must trust you. So the top qualities when it comes to developing trust and becoming a strong leader, committed, yes, I love it. The top qualities when it comes to developing trust and becoming a strong leader are your character, your competence, and your connection, how you connect with others, okay? So these are very, very important. So take some notes, ladies. Your character makes trust possible, okay? Your character makes trust possible and makes leadership possible. They go hand in hand. All right, so let's talk your character. When we're talking about character, a lot of things that you all just mentioned are character traits. Authenticity, right? Kindness, friendly, purpose-driven, authentic, committed, accountable, caring, influence, yes, focused, mentor. All of these are knowledgeable, guiding. All of these are character traits, okay? And when we have confidence, there's a good one, confidence. When we have strong character traits, when we can develop those, and all of us can develop them, ladies. We all can develop them, and that's what we're going to talk about in our action steps. So just hold on to the end. So our character traits are very important, and that's what makes trust possible. So all the things that people were mentioning, those are the type of things that people are looking for. Everybody mentioned the first thing that popped into mind when they thought of a leader. And those are the things that people are looking for. Motivator. Yes, Joanne, exactly. These are the type of things that people look for in leaderships. These are the character traits that make people strong and make them stand out. So take notice of all of the things that people said. You may even want to come back. I'm going to give you a little juicy Boss Beauty tip. That question that I just asked, take it and ask it to your audience and see what they say. Look at what the answer. Look at what all the answers everybody's giving today. Positive, transparent, keep them coming, consistent. Yes, these are the things that people are. Write these down. Make a note of these. And we'll talk about why later, okay? So, character traits. Now, your character actually helps you to communicate, okay? Your character communicates. When someone follows you, it is their way of saying that they're willing to go on this journey, on this hike, on this path with you, all right? They are the path that this journey goes on, and how it turns out with people that are following you are based on your character. With good character, your journey is going to go far. That hike's going to go to the top of the mountain. That path is going to lead to somewhere positive and beautiful for everyone. So if you have good character, the journey goes far. But if you have a poor character, okay, if you have a poor character, lacking and I hate that word lack because I don't believe in lack, but if you are not pulling out your strengths in yourself, and people are able to visibly see these and begin to know, like, and trust you and believe in you because of who you are, the shorter the trip and the journey is going to be. The less likely that they are going to be willing to stick around. Why? Because if they don't trust you, they are going to go and find somebody they can. That's hard to take, all right? And like I said, ladies, let's get more women involved in this conversation today. Leadership is such an important skill for all of us in business, especially if you have a team-based building business. So important. So let's get them to this broadcast. So if you don't have a strong character, then your journey is going to be short with them. They're going to go a little ways, and they're going to see that there's some things that just are not trustworthy, because they're going to be lacking some of the things y'all been talking about, such as that consistent one. There's a lot of things that they'll be able to see through, and they will end up, saying, hey, sorry, this hike isn't for me. I'm going to go find a different one, right? And thank you, Angela, for sharing. They're going to go find another path, another journey to go on with somebody that they can trust, that they can really believe in. So, it really takes an important a character is so important, and you have to believe in yourself. And that's going to be the number one thing for character, is belief in yourself. So character is so important. It communicates to others. When people see that you have an inner strength and that you can be counted on, yes, that you can be counted on a consistent basis. Like, they see you showing up regularly. They know, those are the boss beauties. I can count on them to be there Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. delivering valuable information for my life. I can count on them because I know they are continually growing and expanding as humans, and I can count on them to give me good, solid information. That's what people are looking for, and that's what we're talking about. So this communicates. When you show up consistently and you do have this strong character on a consistent basis, people will build a trust with you, and they will follow you on that path. They will take that hike with you to the top. They will go on that journey with you. So they know you are trustworthy and can be counted on consistently, and they will continue on with the journey, right? They will continue on. If this is missing, you are communicating a lack of trust here. So what will happen? The opposite. Like I mentioned a bit ago, they will hop off the trail, and they're going to find another leader. They're going to find another path to go on. All right? So strong leaders need to be people who live out their values daily. They never make commitments unless they are going to keep it. How many of you made a commitment going into 2020 that you were going to do something new? You were going to make some changes. How many of you made a commitment? Just curious. And here's the thing. How many made a commitment and you have stuck to it? Have you already found yourself slacking and saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start again. I'll whatever. How many? Let's admit it, that happens, and we're not going to beat ourselves up. The difference between a strong leader and someone with good character is they say, dang on it, they pull themselves up and they say, that is an old habit. I no longer claim that. I am new and renewed, and I am making changes. And they get back up and they get back on the path. They get back going where they're going. All right, that is strong character and commitment. All right, so they don't make commitments that they're not willing to keep, right? And they go out of their way to personify integrity. All right, ladies, we're on social media. We have a social media, of course, etiquette, but that's not what I'm thinking of. We have a social media bank. We are creating a reputation for ourselves, and we want to personify integrity. And if you are a boss beauty, a woman who is doing it differently, then we show up with integrity, right? And we show up with excellence. We serve, and we go all in, and we give our all. That is integrity. And that is the type of leader that people are looking for. That is what people are looking for. They're not looking for the weak. They're not looking for the ones who are complaining all the time. They're not looking for the ones who find the bad, the negative, all the poor things in life to focus on. They are looking for people who are going to inspire them to be great, who are going to inspire them to be strong, who are going to inspire, because we all have that deep sense within us to be great. We all have that deep something within us that has that desire to be more, to do more. And that's why we want to be around people who do more and who are being more. And we'll talk a little bit more in just a second about that. So You don't build trust just by talking about it. You build it by achieving results, always with integrity in a manner that shows a real personal regard for others that you are working with. So when a leader's character is strong, people will trust them. People will trust you when you're strong. And every one of you are strong. Every single one of you, you trust me. You trust me. If you get thrown into a loop like I was, we all have been in many times in our life. Here comes breast cancer. You bet I had a choice to be weak or be strong during that time. And you know what I chose? I chose to be strong. But many people don't. Many people choose to be weak. Many people choose to give in and say, why me? Why is this happening? And instead of learning and growing and becoming the strength and pulling from the strength that every single one of us has within us, people will instead cave. They'll cave in to the woe is me, and they'll miss out on the beautiful lesson and the wonderful strength that's lying within them, just waiting to blossom. So we all have it within us. Every single one of us have that strength within us, okay? You have it. And people will trust you when you use it. And they will trust your ability to inspire greater potential in them. That's what people want. They want that, ladies. You want to be a good leader? We're giving you good, sound advice right now. So that not only gives followers hope for the future, but it also promotes a strong belief in themselves, in yourself, and in your organization or your team. So your character not only communicates trust, but the respect you receive or don't receive. Yes, respect is also an essential thing for leadership. Very essential. Not just respect from others, but respect that you give others. I created a post this morning and on my wall, and I said, I challenge people who read that post. I got up to watch the sunrise. It was one of the most beautiful ones this year so far. And, I'm walking back. Actually, I'm running back of the boardwalk because it's freezing out there, and I'm in barefoot and, being silly. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Why do we do this? Why do we not respect one another? Why do we find ways to not accept people? And when we accept people where they're at, because ladies, here's the deal. Respect is actually accepting somebody as they are, because everyone, ladies, is doing their best, whether they're wrong. And that was my post this morning, challenging people to look at people differently. Look at everybody today, and I want to challenge you all, look at everyone today with the thought, everybody is doing their best, even if they're wrong, because we can only do who we are. All right, we can only do and be who we are. And you may be stronger. You may have more lessons that you've learned than another. You may have more experience in something, and I posted, one thing about, our children. We're so hard on our children, ladies. Very, very hard. We treat them, and this is from the book, and those of you who are doing the book with us, How to Win Friends and Influence People, great story in there, just really touched my heart. We treat our children like they should be adults, like they should be doing adult things and behaving like adults. So when they get dirty, or they scuff themselves up, or they spill a glass of milk, or they don't, or they do things that adults don't do, we reprimand them instead of respecting them at who they are as a child, and that they're learning and they're growing and they don't know. And so we don't give them the respect. So respect, ladies, is an important, essential part of leadership. And that means accepting that people are who they are and where they are. Everyone is, we're all at different places in life. So respect. How do you earn respect as a leader? First, by treating others with that respect, correct? And by making good decisions. Admitting their mistakes. That's what leaders do. They admit their mistakes when they make them. And they put what's best for others, for their followers, for their families, ahead of their personal agendas. Okay? They do. It's not that they don't cherish themselves and take care of themselves and nurture themselves. They do, but they put what's best for others before their personal agendas, okay? And a good leader actually knows how to align theirs with others. So a leader's good character builds trust amongst their followers. But when a leader breaks that trust, a leader actually gives up their ability to lead. So this is an ongoing process. And we do make mistakes, and there are no such things as failures, only feedback. That is an NLP concept, and you'll hear us talking about that all the time. There's no such thing as failure, it's feedback. But we can lose people's trust. We can earn it back. It takes time, but that's why it's so important to continually strive for excellence from yourself and demand it. Because you know what? We strive and thrive when we're doing our best, ladies. When we're doing our best, we feel our best. Yes or yes, right? So people naturally follow leaders that are stronger than themselves. Okay? This is a natural thing. People naturally follow leaders that are stronger than themselves. So if you want to attract more runners, more go-getters, those who are self-initiators, those and have a desire to go places, then you have to become the type of person they want to follow. Right? So think about this concept for a minute. And I want you to picture for yourself, I want you to picture a scale of 1 to 10, okay? Picture a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the strongest. Where do you, and you don't have to tell this out loud. This is a personal thing. I want you to reflect here for a moment, and then I'm going to give you an action step for this day's challenge in just a moment. But I want you to think of yourself on that scale. I want you to see yourself on that scale regarding how strong you are as a leader, okay? I want you to picture yourself on that scale. If you see yourself as a 5, you can't expect an 8 to follow you. So if you want to attract strong leaders, you got to become a strong leader yourself. People want to follow people they see as more highly skilled and gifted than they are. That's why it's so crucial to continually be doing things like this, challenges, book studies like we're doing in the academy, trainings like we're doing in the academy. That's why it's crucial to continue upping your game by learning and growing and gaining new skills every single day. Ladies, if you are not learning something new every single day, something is wrong. Life is full of lessons. We have to be aware, and we have to be open, and we have to see what those lessons are every single day. Every single day. Here's another challenge on top of the challenge I'm going to give you in a second. Start paying attention to the lessons you learn each day. Start writing them down. Every day, find a lesson in it every single day and write it down. Could you imagine how much you will grow in 360? Think of, we don't even have the whole year left. How many days are left? 300, we're close to a year, but can you imagine how many lessons you will have learned if you focus on it and if you see those lessons that are gifted to you every day? Okay, so once you begin to grow your leadership muscles, you will begin to spot. This is the cool thing. This is where we're honing in. We're landing the plane now, ladies, for the day. Once you begin to grow your leadership muscles, you will begin to spot other leaders easily. Oh, and this will help you with growing your team or your business. This skill will change the way you recruit. Gone will be the days of grasping for anyone and everyone. Yeah, so what exactly is a strong leader? We asked that at the beginning of this video. And so I want to touch a little bit more on that now. we've talked a lot about that actually, but we can all come up with those character traits that exemplify a strong leader, a great leader. And many of us have different answers for this. But the one thing that we will all have in common when it comes to describing a good leader is this: they are effective. A strong leader is an effective leader. Yes? Yes or yes, right? An effective leader. And I could go into story after story after story of people in history that you know who have been Harriet Tubman. My goodness, I don't know if you know her story. It's amazing, but she got people to follow. You gotta learn her story. Look at Oprah. Look at so many people. Effective. You got to be effective. So think about it. What kind of people are you looking for right now in your team and organization? When you are looking for leaders to join you, what are you looking for? What profile is your dream business partner? What does that look like? What does your dream partner look like? What qualities and characteristics do they have? What are they? Are you looking for leaders? What is the profile? What kind of person is it that you are looking at, right? We want to determine, what is going to determine, whether or not you're going to attract that type of a person to you is what? What do you think? What do you think when you think about the profile, the type of person you want to attract? Are you even thinking that? Are you thinking I'll take anybody at this point? Because you really don't want to do that, right? We want to attract leaders. We want to attract people that want to come into our business, our team, that want to do things, that want to grow, that want to work, that want to strive to be for unlimited potential. So think about the woman that you want to join your team, who you want to become part of to join. I may not have a team per se like many of you do that is all based on my business, but I still have a team of women that I work with, and I know what kind of women I'm looking for to help build this organization into a awesome one that impacts women globally and in such a deep way. So think about that person. What do you think is going to attract that person to you? A strong character. You're right, Joanne. You're right. But here's the deal. This is what I'm going to say. And you might be surprised of the answer here. But what you want in a person, what you're looking for is not what's going to attract them to you. Let me say that one more time. What you want in a person, what you want in them. Listen to this, okay? What you want in a person, what you are looking for is not what's going to attract them to you. The determining factor here is whether or not you are a magnet for that person or not. That is the determining factor. It's whether or not you are a magnet for them. It's actually who you are. It's who you are, a magnet for the person you are looking for. And that's where our challenge for today comes in. Think about what you said you were looking for. And now ask yourself, do I possess those qualities and characteristics? An example here is if you want to attract self-starters and self-motivated people, and you are the kind of person that doesn't need anyone to tell them what they need to do to get it done, to get a task done, you just get up and you know what to do and you do it, then guess what? You are a match for attracting those self-starters and those self-motivated people. But on the other hand, if you are a tad bit lazy or maybe a procrastinator, maybe you struggle with making decisions, you are not a match. You are not a match, and that is not going to be the kind of person you are going to attract. So, Our world is a mirror, and like attracts like. If you want to attract greatness, then you got to become her first. The truth is, people who have similarities to you will seek you out. Your job now is to take a look at who you're being and see if it matches who you want to attract into your world. I'm going to give you your challenge for the day here in just a second. I just want to invite those of you who are not part of the Academy, our online business academy. Right now, we are going through some training in our online. It's a private community. We are digging deeper into leadership. And we have, and we're doing a book study with one another, and we have trainings all month long on this topic, where we are really honing in on becoming the best leaders that we could possibly be for 2020. And I want to invite any of you who are not a member to come in and join us we have a trial, 7 days. Come in and join us for $1.99. Come and check it out, because what's going on right here is going on at a much deeper level in the Academy. And women are linking arms and really creating some magic. So if you're interested in that, drop a trial and I will get that information to you. So, because we would love to have you link arms with you. So here is the challenge for the day. Okay, the challenge is, the action step is, and I'm going to post this in the event as well, because we're going to ask you to do this. Think about who it is you want to attract into your life. Think about the type of team of women that you would like to have working for you. Think about, and even if you don't have a team, I know we have some coaches on here. Think about the type of people you want to attract into your coaching business. If you're in it, and I'm a coach, I want to attract people who want to make changes in their life. I want to attract people who are ready and willing to make those changes, who are willing to invest in themselves, because they're going to have to invest in themselves by investing in us coaches. Okay? So if you're a coach, that's the kind of, you are looking for people who are, think about that. As a coach, are you willing to invest yourself? Are you willing to invest? So you got to think about the type of people you want to attract, and we're talking about characteristics, character traits. Think about the team you want to build. Think about the woman that you want to have as your teammates. Think about your dream team. What does the women in there look like? What are their characteristics? What does your dream team look like? Make a list of what those are, who they are, what kind of character traits, what type of thing. And we had a ton of them in here. So if you can't think of any, go back and just scroll through and see what people said they look for in a leader, okay? Create a list, and then we want you to look at that list, and we want you to look at the things that you are not a match for, the things that you are not aligning with by what you do in your life. And we want you to take those pieces out and create another list. And that list is the list that you are going to start working on this year. That list is the list, because if you want to attract this person into your life, you have to become this person. So we want you to make that list. Then we want you to take out, create another list of the pieces that you need to become who you are. You need to become. And then we want you to pick one of those character traits, one of those personal character traits, and we want you to make a commitment to start working on that one. And we want you to go into the event, and under the post, we want you to post and claim what you are going to work on. Because when we do something like that publicly, something kind of happens. It's almost like we put it out there, and it's like now people see what we've said we're going to do, and by golly, we are the strong leaders that we said we're going to do. And we are going to stay committed. We're not going to say we're going to do anything that we're not going to do, right? Yes or yes? So who is up for the challenge? Who is up for the challenge? Hey ladies, nobody ever said becoming a great leader is easy. Nobody ever said becoming a successful woman in life is easy. If it were easy, we would miss out on the lessons that need to be learned. So If you are in, yes, Joanna, the event that is within, you just look at events in our page, you go to the event there, and we'll have it all over there. Who is in? I see some me's. Yes, yes, yes. I see yes or yes. I love it. Hands up. Yes, you ladies are in. Me, I love it. Ladies, let's do this. Let's do this. And, I invite you to share this particular video with anybody you know out there that is struggling and you would like to see them grow into a better leader as well. Actually, this whole series, this whole challenge this week. So we'll see you back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. for part 3. And then again, if you want to come and join the trial, come into the Academy, Online Business Academy, and really see how we work with women more closely, just drop a trial in the comments and we'll get that to you. But we will see you here. Thank you for sharing, Dorothy. We will see you back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Ladies, go make your lists and let's start becoming that woman that we want to attract into our life. Okay? All right. Love you, ladies, and see you tomorrow.